So I'm sitting here talking to myself, and I'm going, what am I doing? I'm wasting an entire conversation, a whole pleading rant, when this could be paying the bills. This could be getting me a check. So here I am, sitting adjacent to the wall, and I'm going, this is me 2 minutes prior before I set the camera up. I'm going, so what's the big deal with How to Build a Better Boy? How to Build a Better Boy is not a Disney Channel movie that many people talk about. And that's because people are too scared of the truth. I think How to Build a Better Boy featuring China Anne McClain. This is the plot of How to Build a Better Boy. First of all, it gets right to the point by the title. Basically, these two teen girls in school are so sick and tired of the men around them that they hijack and they hack into the government system to create the perfect ideal man for themselves. Imagine that you have gotten to the brink of frustration and exhaustion of men, that you have to hack into USA facilities, into military-grade technology to build a decent man. And as great as a concept that How to Build a Better Boy is, the greatest mistake that is at the fault of the directors, the male directors, is the ideal boy that they made was a bright blonde man. They messed it up so bad because they started off the girl saying, I'd like him if he was tall, brunette, blonde. Women do not want, to stare a man in the eyes and hair that blends into their skin, that you can't tell where the hairline starts or ends, is so scary. It is like looking into the eyes of another species. I am so sorry, but that is the truth. And they messed it up. How to Build a Better Boy is a Disney Channel original movie directed by Paul Hohen and written by Jason Mayland. That's the problem. They did not build a better boy. They built Hitler's favorite child. If your type is Hitler's favorite child. I'm not gonna... I just know that China Anne McClain read that script and had to take a double take at the table reading. There's no way. There's no way. Unless you know who this type bright blonde men are? People who go to church regularly. People who see the pristine human being to be a white man. Sorry. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. Ugh. I'm shivering at the thought. When's the last time I saw a man with... Oh, you know who it is. Is he bright blonde? I guess he was when he was younger. Robert Irwin, the son of Steve Irwin. You know, that guy. As if Irwin's a very common last name, and it's Steve Irwin. I think the contribution and the drive to want to carry along someone's legacy, even if you didn't know them that long, is really interesting. But anyway, I started getting into this show called Crikey, It's the Irwins. And it's basically like a documentary, just reality show of what it's like for Bindi and Robert to be living in a zoo with their mom and handling crocodiles and caring for the animals in the clinic, the vet, every day. And they go on trips and, animal missions, and they help them out and they put them in better habitats. They do a lot of great stuff for animals, which is one thing that I love about the Irwins, that they genuinely care about the habitats and are very conscious of Earth and the preservation of wildlife. I mean, from what I've heard, I've never been to Australia, but apparently the Australian zoo is another whole ecosystem. They've created an entirely different... They have contributed. I feel like they've planted at least a third of trees in the entire world. I feel like they've created a biosphere, an entire habitat for different types of animals. It is like you're walking into a different continent. I feel like I need to pull out my passport to get into the Australian zoo. I gotta hand over my COVID documentations to make sure that I am eligible to enter this ecosystem of different types of grasslands. You have to take a jeep just to get around the place. You're not even going to see half of it in one visit. It's incredible what they've done. Moreover, I started watching the Irwins, and this show then started resulting in my TikTok For You page getting turned into a Irwin sonified For You page. It was all about the lore of Steve Irwin and how he died and like how his children are, taking on his legacy. And then this also led to a bunch of TikToks about specifically Robert Irwin, the son, being compared so much like to his dad. And anything he does that has nothing literally remotely related to his dad, any action he does, the comments, there's a plethora of comments being like, oh God, he's just like Steve. Oh, Steve will be proud. It's literally like, there was like a video of like Robert like laying down with a bird, and they were like, oh, Steve, oh my God, he'd be so proud. Oh my God, he's just like his dad. Oh my God, he's doing so much for the community. I understand the fascination to see the legacy of such a great person being carried on by its family, not just being ignored. But oh my God, like, here's the thing, cause Robert Irwin, he's got his own thing. He loves photography, and he has his dirt motorbike, and he likes doing flips and stuff. But he has this gallery at the Australian Zoo where he takes pictures of animals, and he has a great time doing that. That he cannot be his own person. He has to be the son of Steve Irwin. He has to be the son, and I understand. That's what nepotism does. You are clinging constantly to the ends of the shirts of your parents, right? I understand that. But when you try to become your own person, when you are linked to a celebrity or to a well-known person, it is very hard to find individuality, especially growing up, Anyway, I feel for Robert Irwin, and I hope that it doesn't get to his head. I think he's doing pretty okay. He's a very positive person from what we know, from what we see. Bindy's great. I'm giving you updates like I know them. The Steve Irwin lore, what his family's doing now, 20 years later. Yeah, Bindy's great. She's doing good. She's got a child. She married an American. Crazy. And, she's recovering from surgery. She had this thing. I don't remember what it was called, but she finally got the surgery to get it over with. And she's doing wonderful. Terry Irwin, the mother, is incredible. To raise two children in such a vulnerable emotional state as they're both literally like infants. Oh my God. And I thought, like, the idea of motherhood. Oh, no, we can't get into that. It's too late. I'm going to start crying. The idea of motherhood and raising children when your partner is gone, and your future is just starting. It's just starting. And oh God, someone asked Terry in an interview long ago, is she going to continue finding another partner? Is she going to date ever again? Is she going to enter the field of dating? And she said, no, I've found my Prince Charming. Like, I'm not going to seek it out again. I found my love story. Oh my God. Ugh. And those are the kind of people that deserve lifelong partners. What the fuck? Oh, I could cry. I could actually sob on my knees and start heaving like an 8-year-old when they get into that crying stage where they go like, I could literally do that right now. I could make this entire tile a slip and slide with my tears and mucus if we just get a team of people to spread every single thing that's going to come out of me in the next 5 minutes if I keep thinking about Terry Irwin and raising two children in the emotional vulnerable state that she was for her husband. Oh my God. And that's what I think love should be. Let's say I die. My partner is not allowed to okay, I don't want to deprive him of happiness, but I should be the light of his life. I should be the thing, the torch of the darkness of the world and humanity, and I should be the beaming candle. And once I'm out, and once I die, there is no looking for another person because the world is dark and it is depressing and you can't see anything in front of you because I am gone. I should be the number one thing you think. I should be the first thing you think about when you wake up and the last thing you think about when you fall asleep. And I should also be in your dreams. I should be the most important person in your It's not the crave to be obsessed with. The idea of someone literally begging, crying. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. Wait, hold on. I was talking about How to Build a Better Boy. What the fuck was that movie about? China Ann McClain went on her computer and hacked into the system and into the mainframe and went behind the scenes of the website and said, clickety clackety clack, here's your better boy. And then he appeared at school one day and approached her friend, this white woman. That's how it is. And he says, here, I'm your boyfriend now. And she's like, and then like China's like, oh my God, wait, hold on. But I did it. Like, I'm the one who did all the mainframe hacking and coded this AI, this walking AI. Where's my credit? Where's my little reward? Where's my treat? Where's my white man? China Ann McClain going, where's my white man? She would never. Do you remember when she got really religious? Do you remember when she went on stream? Yeah, she went on Twitch stream. She went on stream and she was like, the devil, it gets you in a way that you don't realize. Don't listen to that music. The devil is tuning in. And then went ahead and re-sang the monsters, calling all the monsters from Ant Farm. I forgot that Ant Farm existed. And so I started thinking, well, what the fuck did ANT stand for? It was a gifted program for people who were in middle school and they advanced them to high school, but then they didn't go to regular classes with the regular high school students because they were in the special program. The ANT stands for Advanced Natural Talent, and then they just put farm in there for, it's just to make it a little fun. Do you ever see a gym bro who's bright blonde? Do you ever see a man who's at the machine? The machine. I know so much about the gym. There is a whole set gym with at least 24 machines 3 feet away from me because my dad has an in-home gym. And I don't know what the terms are. But anyway, can you imagine spotting a blonde man? Imagine spotting a blonde man as he does a set. Imagine watching a man struggle in the gym where he's supposed to be super tough and strong. And then you spot him and he's like huffing and puffing and being... If I was a man and I was spotting my blonde bro at the gym... And he starts moaning a little bit. A soundbite. I'm gonna pull up those voice memos on my phone. Soundbite. Save that for later. Put that in my back pocket. Put that on the Google Drive. Just to make sure it's in a safe place. Private upload. SoundCloud. God, what an incredible business to get into. Do you know how much boyfriend moaning, whimpering audios go on Patreon? Did you know? I can't look at you when I say it. I have to turn around. Fun fact about me. Before I met my loving, adoring, beautiful boyfriend who I would kill myself for, did you know that I paid $5 a month to listen to a man whisper to me through audio form, and each clip was only 5 to 10 minutes long? Did you know that? And it was never guaranteed that he would upload that month. It was more of a assumption, a hope, a prayer that he would upload. Did you know that? Well, now you do. Can you blame me? Can you blame me for craving such sounds? Can you blame me for being a 19-year-old teenage girl yearning for someone to whisper to me? Could you blame me for my loneliness? Actually, honestly, I wasn't even lonely. I'm gonna be honest, I was doing pretty okay being single. I wouldn't want to go back, but I enjoyed my company enough. It was more of like the, fuck it, I'm bored, and I just got paid. Fuck it, I'm bored, the ad revenue came in. Fuck it, I'm bored, I just got paid for that campaign. It was like I was just buying a guy a cup of coffee. Okay, I need to go to bed. What's the moral of the story? I always have something to close off on, but I feel like I've said my most violent things way too early on, and I have no bits to close this off of.